Apple is once again looking to dominate the market and destroy Affirm and PayPal with its latest move. Last year, Apple announced it's going to compete with Affirm and PayPal's famous Buy Now, Pay Later or BNPL service, and during this year's biggest software announcement, Apple has now officially confirmed this remarkable move. According to CNBC, a wholly owned subsidiary of Apple will be in charge of checking user credit and extending short-term loans for Apple Pay Later users. BNPL is already a mainstream feature in banks, and many fintech have already been serving this along with a range of other financial services. But the thing is, Apple has been one of the most valuable brands worldwide, and we can't deny it has an unbeatable edge when it comes to a solid customer base. We've seen this happen time and time again. Apple is expanding its total addressable market once again. Over the years, Apple has created multiple products that appeal to different people: iPhones, MacBooks, AirPods, watches, tablets, and the list goes on. Apple's ecosystem of products allow each product to work better when used together. They've tackled almost every major consumer need out there, but what about the people who can't afford Apple products? This is where Buy Now, Pay Later comes in. It's no secret that Apple has been killing the game for quite some time now. Apple's most recent announcement just shows that there's still a ton of room to grow. In this video, we'll go over some key announcements from Apple and its new financial service feature, aka the Buy Now, Pay Later, and what it's going to take for Apple to build up an even bigger market share in the finance space. We're not financial advisors, and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. This fall, Apple is set to release iOS 16, the biggest update to iPhone's lock screen, giving it a brand new look according to your preference. Some of the major features of iOS 16 include adjusting your lock screen depending on your choice of font and color, and notifications move to the bottom of the screen to get you a better look at your lock screen. On top of that, you can now edit messages sent on iMessage, unsend them, and even mark threads as unread. If you work a 9 to 5 and you're sick and tired of your boss blowing you up after work hours, you could now filter notifications focusing on personal or work-related messages. But not only that, Apple is now doing the groundwork to take over the fintech space. And along with the other updates in iOS 16, new MacBook Air, and now the option to buy now, pay later using the Apple Wallet. With Apple Pay Later, you can pay anything you want and pay it in 4 equal payments over 6 weeks. According to Apple, this will come with 0 interest and no fees. But keep in mind, it's just an introductory offer, and you know what they say, nothing in this world is free. Upcoming payments are managed through the Apple Wallet, and you can track if everything still falls within your budget. Apple is also releasing Apple Pay Order Tracking, where you could access tracking information in your Apple Wallet when you make a purchase. Apple will also offer Apple Pay Order Tracking to 1 million merchants, including Shopify. Shopify is an e-commerce giant, and this is very exciting to see. But here's the real deal. What's behind this move of this tech giant? In 2019, Apple teamed up with Goldman Sachs and MasterCard to introduce Apple Credit Card, adding a little more spice to the competition between the legacy banks and fintech. Although Apple has been the tech giant reigning in the smartphone industry, going into the fintech space may be a big move considering how loyal its customer base is. Apple's data shows that there are 1.8 billion active Apple devices worldwide, and over 1 billion of them are just iPhones. And this year, Statista says it's the most valuable brand in the world, with an estimated brand value of about $355 billion. Amazon follows with just $254 billion of value. Over the next few years, the tech giant is stepping up to a new level, bringing its strong customer base, top-tier data analytics, and security to the banking industry. We already know the sky's the limit when it comes to the extent of how Apple can attract users to their products and services. Right now, the announcement has probably intrigued many, including direct competitors like Affirm and PayPal. According to AlliedMarketResearch.com, BNPL, or the Buy Now, Pay Later market, already hit about $90.69 billion in 2020 and is expected to reach $3.98 trillion by 2030. It's most likely that people now want to buy whatever they want without having to pay everything in full. The Apple Pay Later will have its initial launch in the US, while Apple Card is currently limited to users in the US. But let's take a look at the bigger picture. It's not only the BNPL, but Apple was already long developing its position in the finance space. Apple Insider says it's upgrading new technology and infrastructure to develop a wide range of financial services for consumers in-house and reducing its reliance on third-party partners. These financial services we're talking about consisting of payment processing, risk assessment, fraud analysis, credit checks, and additional customer service functions. Let's hear some thoughts from Lisa Ellis, a partner and senior equity analyst leading the payments, processors, and IT service segments at Moffet Nathanson.
I guess we'd say it's probably not a big deal to have Apple announce this product at this point. I mean, it was sort of pre-announced already almost a year ago, and is very much a Me Too offering. Nothing differentiated about it. Very similar to the offering that PayPal has had in market for now almost 2 years. That American Express has had in market, kind of a generic, pay in four style of financing. But on the other hand, it's definitely another indicator of the commoditization in this space. And so it's not surprising that you'd see pressure on the standalone names, particularly a player like Affirm, Klarna as well, although they're still private, that are trying to make a standalone business off of BNPL. BNPL is really more of like a financing feature, so a bit tough over the long term to have a sort of standalone business anchored around just that one product.
Just like SoFi, with an ongoing transition to a digital bank using its own balance sheet, most likely, the loans from Apple Pay Later will take a full swing in a few months. And it's surely going to take time, just like everything else. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on our social media pages at WealthGambit. The link will be in the description box below. A special shout out to everyone in our Patreon community. You guys truly help to make these videos possible, and we really appreciate all your support. Shout out to Arthur Magazu, Wei Chu, Pietro Serra, Daniel Corbett, Mr. Welfare, Casey Patel, Jeff Sherman, Gregory Villar, Bo Park, Denzel, Reginald Davis, Les Broadway, Christian Cardelphi, Kevin Beaufrand, Jay Bone, and Daniel Zinson. If you happen to gain any value from this video, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We greatly appreciate it. And until next time, peace.